Hi, Anthony Navarro here with Colorado Shooting Sports. If you're sitting down watching this video, your guy, boyfriend, husband has set you down to watch this video, and it's basically on how to get you to decide to take our tactical pistol class. A couple things I'll mention right off the bat. If you're the girl kind of sitting down watching the video, be open-minded and just kind of taking some information. And for the guy that sat you down to watch the video, remember one thing: you can't pressure a woman to take a class. I wouldn't like to be pressured to take a class of any kind, because I'm not going to have the right mindset and attitude. I'm not going to pay attention. I'm not going to learn anything. I'm just going to be upset the whole day. Women really do need to decide on their own to take the class. They're going to learn more and get a whole lot more out of it. A little bit of background on me: I worked in a predominantly female-dominated profession. I was an RN, did nursing for 5 years, pediatrics and ER. So I have a little bit of experience with working with women, and I think that we have a really good system here for working with everybody: man, women, child, adult, it doesn't matter. The one thing I think any of my students will say is that I do make people work hard. I think that it's important, and I think you need to put in effort. So regardless of gender, I think that you're going to like our teaching style. The question I've had for 8 to 10 years is, why do women resist taking a self-defense class or a tactical pistol class like ours? And I think that unfortunately it's almost like women have to be attacked, or survive an attack, or watch a girlfriend get attacked, or hear about somebody that they know get attacked before they kind of get it. The light bulb turns on and they think, man, I need to learn this stuff. It's important. I think that's why a lot of classes are lopsided. Huge amount of guys and a small amount of women in a class, for me, I feel is upside down. It should be the other way around. So one of the things I think that guys do, especially if your guy's a really good guy, he's a really good provider, he's just, a good protector and has guns and has the training, maybe his previous military or law enforcement, is that we basically act as enablers. And that makes women less likely to seek out training, because they feel like their guy, who has always been there, will always be there. And that's definitely not the case. Obviously, there's communication issues with men and women, which is kind of why you're watching this video, and I've kind of volunteered to take a little bit of the heat off the guy to talk to you about this. So this kind of funky diagram here even just discusses all of the different inherent problems with communication, all the limitations and filters and emotional status and communication mechanisms and perception. All of this is very difficult, and then you throw in something like a very important topic like this. So, for example, when I talk about men acting as enablers, and women say, oh, my guy has guns and he knows how to use them, we have to look at a 24-hour clock. So let's just take a look at this circle here. So if he's always going to be there to protect you, and you cannot count the 8 hours that you spent sleeping, because you're both unconscious, so he can't protect you. You can't count the 8 hours at work, and then you can't include the drive time home. And so all of a sudden we start to see the reality. You're basically with your partner about 4 or 6 hours a day. And with that said, we also have to look at predominantly who are victims of violent crime. And the answer is mainly women and children. You can look at all the mass shootings and school shootings and mall shootings and all that kind of stuff, and stabbings and all that, and the victims are almost always men and women. So we have to remember that that silent, unspoken contract that you have as a parent, as a boyfriend, girlfriend, as a husband or a wife, is that you have to remember that you have to do whatever it takes to get home to that person. You have a responsibility and a obligation to do whatever it takes to get home to that person. And they have the same responsibility and obligation to you. So just something to think about. So again, the victims, predominantly women, and you're not around your guy if you really take reality into consideration. Which brings up something I hear women say a lot, either in the store or just friends out and about, is I hear things like, but I don't like guns. I don't believe in guns. It's kind of like saying the earth is flat and the sky is not blue. It is blue. And guns do exist, and they're in your life whether you like it or not. By the way, you have to remember that the bad guy prefers you to not like guns, prefers you to not have any training, because you're a nice and easy target. So keep in mind, it doesn't matter what you like. It doesn't matter your political affiliation. The bad guy is not going to interview you and ask you if you're a Democrat or Republican or whether you like guns or not. He's just going to take what he wants. And you have to remember that the firearm is basically the equalizer when it comes to a violent attack of a guy on a girl. Okay, so why do men? Here's another question that I want to kind of point out as well. Why do men want to pressure women to take this class? And there's two different things I'm going to talk about. Number one, they care about you. So as you're sitting here watching this video and he's kind of maybe in the room or maybe not, kind of let the heat cool down a little bit and realize if he didn't like you, if he didn't love you, if he didn't want to continue to see you every day, he wouldn't bring it up. Really, he cares about you. Number two, they've probably taken our class. They probably know how incredibly proficient you will be in understanding the law, how to handle the gun, how to be safe with the gun, how empowering the class is, and they want you to experience that. It's kind of like, going as a little kid, tasting a certain ice cream for the first time and wanting everybody to try it. They just want you to experience what they have. So again, I don't think there's anything malicious there or bad. They just really care about you. The next thing is that women assume that when you show up to class, it's going to be like a drill sergeant and you're going to be doing push-ups and jumping through flaming hoops and stuff like that. It's not going to happen. So what I would like to say to all the women out there is, don't assume that you know what class is about. I don't even care if you heard it from other people what class is about. Everybody's perception and understanding of a class is going to be different. We've had women come through that are soccer moms in their mid-40s. We've had other ones in their 70s. We've had girls that are as young as 14 take the class. And they all have a different perception of what the class was like. All of it good, but when you ask them for details, they all pick something different out of it. So don't assume that you know what class is going to be like. Be open-minded, come take it. And that's why we offer the money-back guarantee. You can ask for your money back for whatever reason you want. So you have to ask yourself, either the class is really that good, or why have we never had anybody ask for their money back? We train more women than any other concealed carry class in Colorado. That is a fact. You can look at pictures and people's websites and all that kind of stuff and see 95 dudes and one girl. And we regularly have classes where the percentage is between 40 and even up to 60% female. And we're very, very proud of that. So, again, Anthony Navarro with Colorado Shooting Sports. Please give us a chance to help you prepare for the fight of your life. Give us a call at 970-395-0664. You can also check out our Facebook page for tons of pictures and videos of our students in action. You can also schedule online at coloradoshootingsports.com. And thank you very much for your time. And again, don't be too hard on the boyfriend or husband. He just really cares about you. And we are very much looking forward to having you in class. Have a great day.